Ready to start?
Yeah, go.
Oh, okay. The savannas are regions in Africa with grassy plains where most of Africa's population lies. Beyond the savannas lie the Great African Deserts. Africa's regions and geographical features would influence how people live and made their livings, as well as cultural developments. Alright, slide 2. Africa is a place filled with valuable minerals such as salt, gold, iron, and copper, which spurred trade and brought great power to trading cities in Africa. Alright, next slide. Alright, as early as 5,500 BC, farming had already spread across North Africa. Unfortunately, in 2,500 BC, and a climate change had drastically dried out the well-watered Sahara and made it into a parched desert. The process of desert devouring land is called desertification. Migration had a huge contribution towards the varying cultures that exist in Africa. And these migrations were African farmers and herders moved to the south and east between about 1000 BC and 1000 AD. The West African people spoke a variety of languages that derived from a single common language known as Bantu. This gave the movements their name, the Bantu migrations. In 2700 BC, Egypt's civilization was growing along the northern banks of the Nile. In the south, however, the kingdom of Nubia was growing as well. Alright, next slide. Trade created conflict between Nubia and Egypt due to their desire to control trade in the region. Nubia remained under Egyptian control for 500 years, resulting Nubians adopting many Egyptian traditions. Later, however, Egyptian control declined until finally Nubia gained independence around 1100 BC. Slides. In 500 BC, Meroe commanded both the Nile's north and south east trade route from the Red Sea to North Africa. The Nubians who had been sent to Meroe were able to send gold, ivory, animal skins, and perfumes, and enslaved people to both the Mediterranean world and Southeast Asia. Meroe was also rich in iron ore, resulting in the production of iron tools that were needed to feed, control, and defend the kingdom. Alright, slide 8. After being freed from Egypt's control, Nubia developed its own culture and lifestyles. Sadly, after the reign of King Nagakamani and Queen Amentere in the 1st century AD, Nubia's golden age started to decline until about 350 AD, where Nubia was overrun by King Izana's armies. Okay, slide 9. A Phoenician trader founded Carthage, which was a rising great North African power. For over 500 years, Carthage formed an empire that reached from Tunisia, Algeria, and Morocco. Okay, to the southern Europe. In the Punic Wars, however, Carthage was in a
James is here.
Rome and Carthage were in a territorial and trade rivalry in the Third Punic War. Rome burned Carthage down to the ground. Okay. Migration had a huge contribution towards varying cultures that existed in Africa. Next slide. That's it. Alright, we're done. Yeah, we're done.
You did.
Oh!